Hey guys, welcome to a new lesson of the AJAX Basics course of Rails Karate. As always, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. I'm at Vastingalandia, at Rails Karate. We are also on Facebook, and of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for your support. Uh, Now, what we are gonna see in this lesson is parsing and processing of JSON data. Um, but before, let me explain to you the project we're gonna make just in a while. This is an overview of the project. We have a call center, and we have agents in our call center. In this widget here at the right, what we're gonna do is to check which agents are online or offline. Okay, if they are online, we show a green icon, and if they are offline, we show a red icon. Okay, so let's get into it. uh, what we do here is just a small piece of markup. We have here a small piece of markup. Before continue, go to the article of the video and follow the previous steps in order to have everything set up and ready for our project. Okay, so follow the steps. Let's get into it. Let's continue. Um, so here we have our HTML. We have also these JSON objects. What we have here is that every object is an agent, and each agent has a name and Boolean online value. This is in every browser. JSON is transmitted as plain text. Let me explain to you. We are just seeing here plain text formatted as JSON. What we do, the first thing we need to do is to parse this string, because this is just a plain text. This is a string. We need to parse it and convert it to something we can use in our JavaScript programs, and that's called parsing. Okay, so let's do that as well. So let me go here to widget.coffee, and let's start. Let's make a shorthand. I'm going to copy these from previous lessons. Let's paste it here. We just copy what we did in previous lessons. Okay, so here we have our four steps for creating an AJAX request. The first one is create an XML HTTP request. Next one is to create a callback function, open a request, and send the request. Here we're gonna change some of these. Okay, let's raise these, and in here we're gonna change the jumbotron HTML for data.agents.json. That is the file where our data is. Okay, and here in our callback function we're gonna do something different. Don't forget to always run the commands. This is for compile our CoffeeScript into JavaScript. Okay, so let's continue here. Um, so we check the ready state, and next thing I want to show you is the format that this is. This is indeed a plain text formatted just as JSON. So let me show you. If we just get our XHR object that response text. Okay, let's see what we get here in a console log. If we make type of, okay, let's see what we get here. We can see that the type of our of what we get here in the response of the AJAX is a string. Now let's see what's inside that string. Let's see. And this is the text of our JSON data. Now what we need to do is to convert this into a JavaScript array of objects, or something we can use in JavaScript. So let's do that as well. In our video article, oh, sorry, here in our article we have this JSON.parse function. If you want to read its documentation, you can go there, but what we are going to do is just to use it right now. So we have the JSON.parse, and we give to the function as argument our JSON text. Let's save that into a variable called agents. Let's make a console log. Let's say type of agents. Okay, and let's reload this. And as you can see, the type of the result of our parsing is an object. Now let's see what's inside that object. And as you can see, it's an array of objects. So each object has its property name and own line. So this each agent. Okay. So what we did is just convert our JSON into JavaScript. So that's what this function does. Okay. So well, now we already parsed our JSON. Next step is to generate these widgets with the data we get here in the callback function. So let's take a look to the markup we have there. Let's close this. So this is the markup we have here. So we have just a UL list with a class bulleted, and every element of the list has a class in for online and out for offline. Let's delete this and make this through AJAX. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is, first of all, create a variable called widget HTML, and it's gonna have just a UL element class with the class bulleted. Okay, so here we close the UL. Okay, next thing I want to do is we already got this agents array of objects. Let's look into it. So I wanted to delete these. I'm gonna make a for agent in agents. This is a for in CoffeeScript. So we want to look into each agent and see its state. So let's create a variable. So f agent dot let's see, it's property called online. It's important that each key of the JSON and JSON objects must start with quotes and close with quotes. Okay, this is different than JavaScript, because in JavaScript you can have this. Now, here in JSON you must do this, or it will show a syntax JSON error. So okay, so let's see online. So LE class, it's gonna be in. So if this property is true, then it's in. Else LE class is gonna be out. Great. Next thing I want to do is to create a markup of each LI element. So let's see widget, and we're gonna make a short interpolation here with widget HTML. Next thing, let's start with the LI element. So the class is gonna be, don't forget to use special characters in this case, because otherwise the string is gonna be damaged or broken. Okay, it's gonna be a broken string. Okay, so in this case I want to add here the result of our comparison above. Okay, and let's close this. Great. Let's close the LI, and within the LI I want to put the name of the agent. So I'm going to make another interpolation, agent.name, and close the LI. Great. Now we are looping into our array of agents, and we're generating each li element. And once that finishes, next thing I want to do is to close the UL, because we opened here an UL and we need to close it. Okay, but that's outside of the for. So widget, great. Now we interpolate this and we close the UL. Great. All right. And the last thing we need to do is to replace the HTML that it's within this div with our generated HTML. So this is employee list ID. So let's do that as well. So let's do it with jQuery. So div with this ID dot HTML, replace all each HTML with what we generate. So this is our callback function. Now let's see what we get. So right now it is empty, and if we reload it, alright, so all the data that is in our JSON is being replaced here in our widget. So let's check. It says William is online. Yes, William. What's William? Yes, he is online. And Gil is offline. Gil is offline. True, but what happens if I change this? Okay, I changed it, and let's reload the page, and it says that Gil is online. So now this is how we use AJAX for read a JSON. Actually, a JSON is gonna come from an API, and we are going to see that in action in a later stage of the course. The next lessons, what we're gonna see is how to use Ajax with jQuery, because jQuery has its own methods, and it um, save us a lot of time, because here we need to create an XML HTTP records, and we need to do a lot of stuff. So with jQuery, this is more simple, faster. So that's what we're gonna see in next lessons. So if you enjoyed this lesson and you learned, please give us a like here in YouTube. That helps a lot. Don't forget to follow us, and see you next lesson. Bye bye.